time where you realize at the end of the journey is not all you set out to be. I'm right here, right now with my family. Yeah. My family, all I need is my family. 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 Make me so damn proud of me to make a my anatomy. I hear it don't make sense to me. Nobody got your back, you see. Hate them, but I'm about to be the change that I do wanna see. Spit these frees over swift brick speeds. Gonna compete, look at me, defeat the natural monster inside of me. Love in abundance, but never a feed. They stacking abundance, I be on a spree with a lead. Don't like me, gentlemen breed me. Familiar, I be defending hard. In the street, I pack the boulevard. You are not a part, I'm made out of stars. Constellations, got them looking up at bars. Steady, patient, constantly racing. Family that I find amazing. You were there from the beginning's end. Stuck to the product, that's my first attempt. Put it down, let's change the town. From a town that it never snowed in. Pour it in, this potent. Soaked in a flow that never be conforming. Captain the boat that be getting through storms. And positively flow, keep that important. Expo flows out there recording. Experts know that I can only feel the gang clean to cannoli. Feel the pain, Manolo after Tony. Bring the sound, boy, call me Sony. PlayStation, this life is here for me. Bandicoot when I crash a beat. My family, what keep the heartbeat and blood pumping out on go weak. Trendsetter, let a whole fleet. But the family worry cause I never sleep. On the ball like spaghetti, we all about to eat. Let's go. My family, all I need is my family. 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 I'm rolling with Eli related to Sammy. Listen to Linda, they cannot offend me. Always been a thing good, mind so healthy. Think I'm on the brink of finding plenty. People that turn into family. This blood that's inside of me don't define who I would treat like a brother of mine. We unite in spirit and connect the minds. For a revolution, it's about time. Let the good of this world outshine. Tip the scale with this grind. Peter Bell, please don't try to test mine. Find high grade when my score combined. Homeschool knowledge is my primary grind. Built the body, turned it into a shrine. Body old boy, can't deep plus blind. Freddy got scammed, this life an event. Some negative people will surely come in. Let go of your ego, we all about to win. None of these labels are true at the end. Knocking my dorsal, ain't talking to Ben. Avenger time, baby, guess we gonna sing. What book is relative to heaven and the criteria that let us all in. Questions rhetorical, save it for church. I'm finding my Lord here on the big verse. Soul eternal, even after the hearse. First life for the second I rehearse. Fight right, every second could be your last turn. Roll it up, breathe might be your last burn. With family, we went band to yearn. Knowledge is power, we gonna learn. My family, all I need is my family. 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 My family, all I need is my family.
Shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I took the phone that they sat in. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green greening your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh, and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat it. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with shit without real shit. So you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Your last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill a fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat it. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on Axe. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rocking, we dripping all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you gonna learn something. Roll with me, you gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Stank face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Coming in hot. Oh, this looks juicy. There's a lot going on here.
I'm seeing stars.
Hit Nico Cotto.
My nipples.
Looks like Hess Hornaday.
I'm fucking proud of myself.
Might want to get your thyroid checked.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Wolonormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 2700 and 53 of Daily Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you
fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina.
All right, fam, we got the Sunday Funday Q and Anus, and as always, the first half of the show will be available on YouTube. Watch the full show on Roomblay. We are just taking questions today, so you don't want to miss out on any of that because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to come up. It's Sunday, November the 19th. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. We're coming up on Christmas. It's deep into fuck your resolution season. So we know the questions are going to be hot. They're going to be juicy, and we're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste a moment longer. So drop in the comments, fam. What are you smashing today? And we will get into that. First, before we do, we have an accountability meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow's podcast is private for members only inside Swolenormous X. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com to get access to the private communities, programs, yoga, meditation, everything that we have for you to crush your 7 pillars is exclusively over there at swolenormousx.com for one low monthly rate to join the fam. And you get the most value of anything and anywhere that you would ever go. Over 330 yoga classes. We have full programs for any level. We have the elimination diet. We customize your nutrition for you, with you. And we have thousands of recipes, meditation, everything. swolenormousx.com. Join the greatest fam in Zahrael.
Yow.
Right. And do it before it's too late because January 1st is going to be another 2 months away. You're going to be 2 months fatter, 2 months sicker, 2 months more of compounded disease and death. Join the fam, stay alive, and thrive and get swole. I like that. Join the fam, join the fam and live. Don't join the fam and die. All right, fam, let's bust the nut wide open. What are you smashing today? Drop in the comments, and you can start dropping your questions in the live chat. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Falk. Nice card. No excuses. Pour a little coffee. All right. Hashtag no excuses. Drop that in the chat for a chance to win today's Swole card. Rona Woods on Rumble. I remember when you were saying almost 200 yoga classes, right? Right? I know. That's crazy. It's so funny because I go through and I always have to go and update things because I'm like, well, I've been saying over 300 yoga classes or like almost 300 or almost 200. I've been saying that for a while and I realize, oh my God, we have so much more than what I've even been saying. It's humbling. I mean, there's so much content and yeah, it could be overwhelming. There's just so much stuff inside Swolenormous X, but we have in excess of anything that you'll need. And we have a lot of unique things that you won't find other places. Like you'll go to a yoga studio, you're not going to get a fraction of the style of the class that we have. And honestly, the best thing about doing, let's say, a class from the yoga studio is that when you find something that really works for you, when you find something that really hits in a certain way, you can repeat it exactly. You don't have to wait till that instructor teaches another class. Oh, she only teaches Tuesdays at 9 a.m. or Wednesdays at 6, and you have to go back and it's going to be a little bit different. It might be a different flow, different people. You have to get your mat set up, right? You could just literally hit play again, and you could do that class 100 times and it's going to be exactly the same, which means you can practice it and refine your techniques and just get better at that specific class. And it's like lifting weights. You expose yourself to the same type of stress, your body will adapt better to that type of mobility and flexibility protocol. And then you can move on to other things once you find that unlock. Because if you find a class that really has a good sequence that really, oh my God, that felt so good on my hips. That's exactly what I have to work on, those moves and that thing. I never did that move, but whatever it is, do it again. Practice it over and over again, and you'll get better at it. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. Hashtag no excuses. If I didn't say that already, drop that in the chat. Okay, let's see. So like I said, Sunday Fun Day Q&A. It's just questions today. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We got a bunch from Instagram. We have some new drops. We have like specials going on and stuff over at papaswolio.com. We have the brand new designs, Don't Put Dirty Dicks in Your Mouth. We have the North Swole, and we have Ve al Puto Gimnasio, the Spanish version. And like I've been mentioning, every single Monday we drop new releases pretty much, and we've been dropping new designs all the time. And we're doing major specials for apparel already over there at papaswolio.com, but then we're doing more for Black Swole Week. So we're going to be doing 20% off or more site-wide, so stay tuned for that. We're going to really, lay it on you. We're going to lay it on you thick, real thick, real thick for the holiday. Okay, let's see. Let's get into some questions. We got one from, Daily Swole Telegram chat. We got our first question of the day. Let's see. We got from Aaron. Papa Swolio, which magnesiums do you say are good for sleep? I'm getting my sleep regimen back on track. It's really whatever you digest best. You have to try different ones. My favorite ones are magnesium glycinate and magnesium threonate. Threonate's really good at night, but you could take glycinate too. I take both. And I usually take magnesium malate too. So there's a bunch of different types of magnesium, and depending on what it's bound to can be beneficial for different things. But magnesium threonate is known to be good for the evening, but I also like magnesium glycinate. You can experiment with how much too. Less is more, and then you could always increase, decrease, and see what works best for you and what type. So if you take one and it gives you diarrhea, I'd stay away from citrate or certain things like that, or carbonate. There are a lot of different types of magnesium or what it's bound to. And I use the powder. I use the powder for the glycinate and stuff just because I could buy it. You buy it super cheap and I can mix and take exactly what I want. So, yeah. Just got to find something that you like. All right, let's see here. Ciro Pablo, 93. All right, Papa Swolio, how to be a beacon, a very deep question. How to be a beacon of light to illuminate my friends on the way of the swole. Greetings from Argentina.
Wow.
All right. How to be a beacon of light to illuminate my friends on the way of the swole. You just do it yourself. Do it yourself. No excuses. Be vigilant and militant with your execution. forge your identity in the way of the swole. Follow the 7 pillars. Literally live the lifestyle. You don't have to preach it to people. Preaching doesn't encourage people to make those changes. It's great if you help them if they ask, but if you are just that person, you just need to be that person. You need to be that person that doesn't make excuses, that does this, that lives this way, that is pursuing more knowledge and testing and trying things. But with that mindset of, I am doing this to improve my health, improve my wellness, and to, be like 1% every day. So a beacon of light, that's a nice visual. And you really only can do that by example. You can encourage people or be positive about it. Be positive. Don't be negative. That's, I think, the other thing. I know I put my nuts on people's chin and I get in their face, but it's true. It's true. And if you have friends and you just get on their case and start criticizing them, and they're not going to respond well. Family members are not going to do it. So I would say, make sure that that's who you are. You're living that life. That's your identity. That's what you do. It's not, oh, am I training today or am I going to eat healthy? No. That's who you are. That's what you do. This is what you do. And then just be positive about it and be positive with other people about it. Don't be critical of what they're doing. Be positive about what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? People will gravitate more in terms of like a leadership if you are, coming at it from an optimistic framework, positive framework about what you're doing, not what they're not doing. So that's it. You can't encourage people. You can't get people to do things. You can, but you have to build that kind of rapport and trust, and you have to not be a hypocrite. You're not going to be able to influence people and guide people and lead people and inspire people if you are not doing it yourself. So that's the number one thing. Is you can't be doing this 6 days a week and then on the 7th day you eat shit and people know you're eating shit and then you're going to criticize them for eating. Hypocrisy is probably the worst part of it. That's really what it is, right? With the whole Liver King thing or anyone else, Fake Natty, all this stuff. It's people that are making it seem like, I work hard. I've been training for years. That's all I do. And they're taking peptides and anabolics and SARMs and all this other stuff. And they're lying about it. They're not telling people what they're actually doing because yeah, you can get a lot of great results naturally without those types of things, but they help absolutely fucking tremendously. So that's why people that do that lie about it, because they know that that's like a massive, massive boost. You don't get anywhere close to that big or recover as fast or lift as heavy. It's such an amazing launch forward that, that's why they're not being honest about it, because they know it's less about their effort and more about that once they start taking those things. No, you don't get plateau effects with magnesium. Melissa, what brand of beef protein isolate are you using? I don't take beef isolate. I use grass-fed whey concentrate. And you want concentrate because it's less processed. I believe it's Nature Force or Force Nature. I really do forget the brand. I always forget. I think it's in my Amazon store. It might be. If not, it's not cheap. I think like 5 pounds, like $150 or something like that. Protein's ridiculous now, though. All whey protein's really expensive, but you want to make sure you're getting a whey protein that's not destroying your gut. And you don't want ones with soy lecithin and sunflower lecithin and stabilizers and flavorings. And the reason why I like this is also from Jersey cows, which are A2 casing. They're A2 cows. And then the digestion is easier and it mixes amazingly well for unflavored. Tastes totally fine unflavored. It's just great. It mixes really well, shakes well, blends well. The flavor is totally palatable, even with unflavored. So it's impressive. No digestion issues. So that one I use all the time. Okay, let's see. More questions. Let's see. Hashtag no excuses for a chance to win today's Swole card. It's a great card today. I hope you enjoy it. Andrew Parry 3 on the Rumble chat. Good question. Papa Swole, did you arrange your equipment in a certain order or just set them up as you acquired them? Yes and no. Mostly the latter. So they were kind of like the ones that I had because I didn't get them all at the same time. So they weren't all. So ones that I had were kind of set up in a certain way. So then I would, let's say I had one or two or three. So like they would be arranged and then we had them in one area and then I moved them to the other side of the house. So then I put a couple of them in a certain area when I acquired them. And then other ones we kind of moved over, put some other ones over here, and those were already there. So when I got other ones, I'll put them over here. It wasn't like, it's definitely not in the ideal it's not in the ideal space. If you look at it, like right now, actually, they're all covered with tarps. I'm actually going to be changing the canopies today because they all ripped. So I had them covered. It hasn't been raining since that windstorm the other day that I was mentioning. But I'm not going to rearrange. It's just so hard to move these fucking things. You can move once in a while, but it's on dead grass now. It's like hay out there. So I'm not like, it doesn't roll. I can't just put them on a dolly because you need a powered dolly to move these things. And so it's not in the ideal setup per se, but it kind of looks like it is. It really does fit pretty well. But I don't have all the chest machines in one area and all the leg. I have a bunch of the leg machines. So I have it so I have the leg presses and the pendulum squat and the hack squat all in a row, but other things are kind of spread around a little bit, but it's fairly all in the same place. It's fairly coherent. So yeah, I definitely didn't structure it and plan it out and map it out. I'm like, hey, let's put this here. Let's put this here. It was kind of just, I found this other machine or I got these three. Okay, we could put this over here now. And okay, let's put this here because let's move this one over here so we can get this here because I had to unload it. And sometimes a couple of these machines had the stack on it still. So I wasn't going to take it all apart. So I would drop it off on the trailer and just kind of shift it over a little bit in this area because it was convenient. And then, so it was kind of after the fact, but it worked out for the most part. It fits well where it is. Everything can be usable. That's the most important thing. And the beautiful thing about having your own home gym or your own space is that you don't have to have the same regulations and the same approach as a big chain gym. So if you have, obviously you have insurance, you need to have a certain amount of space between machines so people can walk. You can't have one machine right next to another one if there's a moving arm and someone can get hit or you can't load the plates. So for example, I can have machines. They're not, I mean, there's definitely, I would say wasted space, but there's definitely space. I could shift things closer or move them around and pack them more or expand them, but I don't have to worry about anyone else being able to get through. So even if a machine is one side, like two machines are really close to one another, I don't have to necessarily get between them. I can go around on the other side. And as long as they can move, because it's only me and I'm only using one at a time. So as long as I can use the machine and nothing hits, it's totally fine. So there's a lot of flexibility when you have your own space. You don't have to worry about having alleys or having traffic. You know, that's why when you go to an LA Fitness or a 24-hour Crunch, you have like these big walkways. Plus, it looks visually better, but it's safety too. You can't have people are going to be banging their knees and getting hit in the head with plates and stuff, and obviously you can't have that. So, yeah, these things are heavy and they're not easy to move. So most of the machines out there are plate loaded. So plate loaded machines are lighter in most cases just because they don't have a weight stack. But I do have a couple weight stack machines, like my leg extension and the 2 leg curl machines are weight stack. I have a tricep machine, a pull down machine, the pec deck, those are weight stack. I have a chest press, a vertical chest press, that's a weight stack. And those are, oh yeah, and then I also have the donkey calf raise, and these things have like 400-pound stacks. It's retarded. So that's extremely hard to move. So if you're moving those around in general, you can take apart the stack. That's usually how people move these things. They undo the bolts, take all the weight plates off, and then you can move the thing around. But some of those I just didn't want to take apart. So that was fun, moving it without removing it from the stack. So I've done a whole bunch of different things in terms of moving them, but yeah, it's not like I sat there with a diagram like, where can I arrange these optimally? It was kind of like piecemeal. We get a couple, move it here, and like, well, I'm not moving that fucking thing. And, you know, where can I get the trailer? How hard is it to move? Let me just put it here for now, and then you can shift it. And it kind of worked out. You know what? That's a great question. I was going to do a video on that, so I'll talk about it here. But I was also going to do a video for like Instagram and TikTok, one of the training videos. Let's bring it on the screen. Space shuttle door gunner. If you had to get rid of all but one piece of equipment that you've collected, what would be that piece and what would you keep? I was actually going to do a video on that because I think a lot of people look at that and like, shit, I would love to get some equipment. I would love to get some weights and some equipment. What should I get? You know, I don't have a lot of money or a lot of space. So let's talk about it in this way. So you're talking about a machine, right? Not like my squat rack or the clubs and stuff. You're talking about like a piece of equipment like, I don't know, like my hack squat or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Like one of the machines, like the calf raise machine or a pull down machine. Well, I'll treat it like that because I'm not going to like, hey, my kettlebells. You mean like, I'm assuming you mean the gym equipment, like the commercial machines. So when we talk about a home gym, this is a gym at home. There's a difference between a home gym and having a gym at home. So I had a home gym and now I have a gym at home. So I'll answer it in that way. So, and this is a great piece of advice, more of everything well, no, I'm not going to do everything in general. Like, hey, my squat rack. No. So there's the standard home gym stuff where it's like, hey, get a squat rack, get a full rack. That's totally fine. But let's talk about gym equipment, right? Let's say you want to get a machine. You want machines, you know about the stability, training to failure. You want to really push yourself and you want to get the most bang for your buck. The number one thing that you can get, and this is not a squat rack. This is not kettlebells or dumbbells or adjustable dumbbells. This is none of that. If you want to get one machine for strength training, for bodybuilding, you know, in addition to those free weight type things that, you know, aren't necessarily cheap, but you can acquire over time in pieces. They don't take up as much room, but like one bigger machine, it'd be a Smith machine. Because the reason why most people don't buy commercial gym equipment, one, it's expensive. Two, it takes up a lot of space. And three, most of it is very specific to certain body parts. So you can spend like on the used market, you can get a leg extension machine for like $1,000 or $1,500. And that's not cheap, but it only does one thing. It's a leg extension, which is great. Leg extensions are great, but it's one machine. It does one specific thing. Or a leg curl, like a seated leg curl. Cool. It does one thing. Or, you know, the chest press machine. It does one thing. So the reason why people, you know, get these things for bigger gyms is because like they're made really well. They're great machines, but they're meant for abuse. They're meant to be used 24 hours a day for years and years and years and just get service. Like these things that I have out there are designed for people to be smashing and dropping all day long. But if you want to get the benefits of the stability and the variety of exercises, a Smith machine is the best choice because you could do every body part on a Smith machine and you get the stability and you also have you have the ability to, so for example, I mean, you could do all the chest exercise, you could do all the back exercise, you could do upright rows with, custom angles, which is even better because of the stability. Shoulder pressing, you can do like any type of row, chest supported row, bent over row. You could do hip hinge, you could do RDL, you could do good mornings, you could do squats, you could do, some people might say, oh, a hack squat machine. Well, hack squat machine only does hack squats. You can do many different types of squats with a Smith machine. You can do sissy squats with a Smith machine. You can do the same type of Platt style hack squats I like to do on a Smith machine. You can do lunges. You can do curls. You can do triceps, right? You can do JM presses or skull crushers or I was doing them yesterday. So you could do all sorts of every different body part with a Smith machine, have the stability of it. And honestly, a Smith machine on the used market, my favorite Smith machine or one of the ones I have is an old school Body Masters one. Like you can get these old school real solid, dense, the older machines they're just made better. Some of the new ones are made really well, but they're super expensive. But you can get a Body Masters or a Magnum or something, Cybex, for $1,500, $1,000, maybe $500 if you find someone who's just like in the middle of nowhere and like they don't know what it's worth, for a Smith machine, and you have it forever. And you could do every body part. So one of the beautiful things about machines that I really love using is the stability and is the force production, is the ability to train to failure, especially by yourself, and do it safely. So a Smith machine, just, you could do everything. And you have the stability that machines give you, but you could do every body part. So yeah, if I could only have one machine, if I had to get rid of all of that, I would keep the Smith machine. But I would actively miss the rest of it. I would miss it. My babies. Jay Nomar, can you name all the... All right, we're going to be here for a few more minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you switch over to Rumble. We're about to go exclusive Rumble, so you can watch the full show all the time. Rumble.com/The Daily Swole. So you still have a couple moments to watch over there before you switch. And let's see here. Can you name all the best supplements for muscle gain and weight loss? There are no supplements for weight, muscle gain, and weight loss. You need to eat more protein. So you could get a grass-fed whey protein concentrate. You mean fat loss. Don't ever say weight loss again. You want to lose fat. You don't want to lose muscle, do you? So there are no best supplements for that. It's all about everything. It's your food, your training, your sleep. But vitamin D, magnesium, most people are deficient big time in those. And a solid protein, and you're off to the races. Quality animal proteins. I eat beef liver every day. It's important. Get your micronutrients. Everyone's looking for a supplement. Everyone's looking for a fucking supplement to get results, and they're not doing the basics. They're not doing the fundamentals. Supplements is extra. That's extra to supplement what you're doing. They're not doing anything right, and they're looking, what's the magic powder I should take that's going to get me muscle? None. You can build tons of muscle without whey protein. It just helps you get in more protein because it's hard to eat a gram per pound of body weight or thereabouts, right? Okay. Bobby Beretta 007. Papa Swolio, does BMI matter when trying to get a six-pack? I'm putting muscle, but my abs don't show. Fuck your BMI. I mean, BMI is a tool. It's just based on your height and weight. So who cares what BMI says? It doesn't matter. When you're building muscle, BMI is not accurate because it just goes by height and weight. So if you're muscular, I'm obese or very obese according to BMI. According to BMI, I'm obese because I'm like 215, 16. I weighed myself this morning. Last night I was like 220, almost 221, but that was in the evening. This morning I didn't do it before I had my shave, whatever. But so I'm like 215 to 220. BMI is worthless when you have muscle. If I do BMI and am I obese? I mean, I'll take it. I'll be obese. Call me obese. I'm obese with fucking gains. I'm pregnant with swole. So BMI is worthless unless you don't do anything. You're putting on muscle. How do you know? But your abs don't show. It's because you have fat around your stomach. So you have to improve your lifestyle habits. Probably chronic inflammation, what you're eating. You're not going to get shredded if you're eating in a caloric surplus. You're also not going to put on muscle if you're not in a calorie surplus. Okay. Anyway, you're trying to get a six-pack. I'm putting on muscle. If you're putting on muscle, that means you're bulking. If you're putting on a muscle, that means you're gaining. So you're not going to get a six-pack if you're putting on muscle and you're eating in a calorie surplus. So you have to really understand a little bit more what you're doing. Zach Phillips, 1409, Papa Swolio, how do I get such a swole chest like yours, Papa? You prioritize it. So let's talk about prioritizing body parts. If you are watching on, before we do, we're going to talk about chesticles, and you're watching on YouTube, take a moment and switch on over. Link is in the description down below. Go to rumble.com/The Daily Swole. Link is in the description. And you can watch the full show on Rumble every day. Remember, tomorrow is our accountability meeting. So those of you that are watching on YouTube, switch on over to Rumble to watch the full show. And you can always just watch there all the time because YouTube can suck both my nuts. All right, so switch on over. And thanks for being here. And the show goes on right now.